This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so last class we started towards the end of the class. I started with a concept called as event. Last class I already gave you the steps, right? The procedure, the theoretical part of the event, right? If you remember yesterday's class, we discussed event. We don't have any lightning event available in LWC. In LWC, events are DOM. They are HTML events. They are HTML events. There is no concept of here. You don't have any concept of application event or a component event. Here we call them as DOM event. Whenever I say the word DOM, DOM means HTML. HTML means these are system events, right? We would be using or customizing or taking the help of the system event to use custom events, right? So once again, just to give you a summary, in LWC, we have DOM events, HTML events, right? We don't have a concept of component or application here. Here, the concepts are completely different. Now, let's go ahead. Let me put a notepad first, right? A notepad. What I'm typing, NOTE, notepad. Let me open a notepad. There we go. LWC event, right? There are two ways you can create an event. Number one, declaratively. Second one, programmatically. There are two ways. Now let's see, right? We will start the event, right? Number one, what is the step? Create event. Number two, dispatch event. Number three, right? We use the word called as handle event there. Here we say listen, listen, listen event, event listening, nothing but handle. Dispatch event, there we use a word called fire. We say fire the event. Here there is no word called fire. Here it's called dispatch. There we say handle. Here we say listen, right? In between, right? Sorry, C I will say. There is propagate event. Propagate event, right? These are the steps which you have to do in the events. Same step is available here. Steps are same, right? Your programmatically event changes where then? This is the place where it changes. Star mark, star mark. Otherwise, create event, dispatch event remains same, right? In declaratively, creating event, dispatching event. In programmatically, creating event, dispatching event remains same. There is no change in that. The only change is that how you propagate and how you listen event, that's where declaratively and programmatically change. There are two ways to create events in Salesforce LWC. Today's class, we will start with declarative. If time permits, we will see programmatic also, right? So let's go ahead and start, right? Control Shift P, right? Control Shift P. I'll say create a lightning web component, LWC underscore 2802 underscore EG1 underscore, right? LWC event declaratively. DCLARATIVELY declaratively. DCLA DCLA declaratively. Should be good. Press enter. I'm creating a new Lightning Web component, right? We have just created a new Lightning Web component called as LWC event declaratively. Now, what do you want to do? Let's understand, right? You might have seen VLC player where whenever you click the plus button, sound increases in a remote. Whenever you click minus, the sound decreases. The same thing we will do here. We will create the buttons here. Then we will get this button in the player. Whenever you click the button, the player will react. What are we going to do? How I'm going to show you this event? So for that, I'm taking one example. What is the example? We will create a button in this component. Then component 1. Then we'll create one more called component 2, which is nothing but the player. In that player, we will call this component. In this component, the button will be there. As soon as you click the button, the player will react, right? So let's do this. That's how you'll be taking it. So for that, first I will go to my template, right? I will go ahead and let me go ahead and say lightning, 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 right? Card, right? Lightning card. Here I will say that title, lightning card. Title equals to volume control. Title equals to, right? Title equals to, right? Do you give a title? No, we will give the title there. Okay. Anyhow, title equals to volume control. VOL, volume, CONTROL, control. Right? Perfect. Now in this, I will place two buttons. Apex, or why Apex? LIGHTNING, lightning button. Lightning button. Right? Lightning button label. Label equals to previous. Label equals to previous. Right? Next, I see you an icon name. Oh, icon name. Icon name. Right? Now we have to find an icon name. Where do you find the icon name? Right? Lightning design system. I'm going to the design system. Right? I click on icons. I will look for an icon which shows left and right. Right? When you see left and right, let me know. I'm scrolling fast. Here is jump left, jump right. We will take this left. Right? It is under what? Where are we? We are under utilities. Okay, utility. Icon name. Utility left. Right? Then on click. On click. What I want to do? I will say decrease. Handle. Right? Handle. I'll say decrease handler. DC decrease HANDLER handler. Perfect. Now I will copy this code. I'll put one more here. I will say right? Here, I will say next or increase. Why previous? We'll say decrease. Decrease, increase. I will go ahead and I'll look for icon. Which will say up, right. There is any icon called right, down, left is there, so right should be there. Here it is. Play. Play is there, no? Okay. MNOPQR. Right is there. Control C. I will change it to utility right. 2 buttons. 2 buttons. Right? Perfect, guys. I don't think that anybody has any questions here. There are 2. So I'll increase, right? Control Z. I will say right. INC. Increase handler, decrease handler. Control S. Now I go to my JavaScript. Right. So there we go. Decrease handler. Event. One more we have. Increase handler. Event. Now let's do the programming. Whenever somebody clicks on this button called increase handler, this function will be called. This function, we will create the event, we will dispatch the event. Inside this, I'll create event. Right? Step 1. Create event. How to create event? Right? Create event. We will go ahead and we will do what? We will create event. Right? We will go ahead and we'll create event. So CONST, constant. What is the name you want to give? I want to give a name, right? I want to give a name called as, what is this name? Name is INC equals to new custom event. New custom event. Custom event is a method available within the DOM. As I told you, there is a DOM event, and this is the DOM event. Already this event is created for you. The way in Lightning we create an event and then we call, but here we are not creating an event. We are creating an instance of an DOM event. The event is already created. We are just creating it, copying it, right? You can see that constant INC. I'm declaring a variable called INC. I'll not say variable, it's a constant, right? And let's take it, treat it as a variable. It's a variable. And that variable is calling a new event. New event, right? Now, new event. What is the event name, right? What is the event name? The event name, you can see that whenever you're giving an event name, right? Make sure that it accepts only text character, no numbers. Make sure that it always no special characters, no numbers, only text. It takes a single value. So I will say that INCREAS, increase. What is the event name? Event name is increase. New custom event name is increase. Done. Over. Step 2. Step 2. Dispatch the event. Dispatch the event. That means fire the event. How to dispatch? Right? This dot, here also I'll call a method. Dispatch event is already a method available. See? HTML DOM method. What event you want to dispatch? I want to dispatch INC. I want to dispatch INC. This dot dispatch event, right? For creating a new event, you have to use, right? You have to call custom event. You have to call a custom event method. To dispatch, you have to call dispatch event method. In a custom event, whenever you're creating it, you can give a name. You can give a name to the custom event, right? Now I'm passing only the behavior, not the data. You know that in event, you can pass the action, you can pass values also with it. First example, I'm taking only event with action. Over, guys, right? Step 1, step 2 is over. Whenever somebody clicks this button called as increase here, decrease or increase button they click, immediately system will go ahead and create an event called increase, and it will dispatch the event called increase. INC is nothing but this is the event name, increase. Similarly, same step, but I can do it in a single step also, right? SINGLE, single step. Single step I can do. How can? This dot dispatch event. In the bracket, we have to give an event. I will say new custom event. New custom event. And here I will say decrease. Oh, decrease. See, here I divide into 2 steps. Same thing I'm doing in 1 step. Dispatch event, INC. What is INC? Is nothing but new event. So I'm copying and pasting it inside this. See, new event. I could have did it separately outside, first step. And then I'd have put that first step in the second step. But now I'm doing it all in a single step. You can do it this way. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Yes or no? Anybody has any questions? Any questions, please? Able to understand? Yes or no?
Yes, Rocky.
Yes. How to create event, how to dispatch event. Right? That's good. Okay. Perfectly fine. Now, we are done with this too. The first step is done. Second step is done. Now let's go to, right? We will do the propagate later. Listen the event, how to handle the event. Let's do this. Control S, right? Control Shift P, create a new Lightning Web component, and LWC underscore 2802 underscore EG2 underscore LWC event underscore, right? I will say VLC player. Second one, I'm creating a VLC player, right? Perfect. Now it is a time for us to go ahead and handle event. Now it is a time for us to go ahead and handle the event, right? Keep watching. I go to my, yeah, I'm in the example 2, guys, by the way. Lightning card title equals to VLC player. player. Icon name equals to utility, utility colon. Quickly we will find one icon, a good icon for it. Right, let me scroll up. Let us find a beautiful icon for it. Right, some builder is one of the icon. Right, I'll just find anything. Currency input. Okay, VLC player. I'm taking desktop. Perfect. In this player, right? In this player, what I will do is that, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to write uh, volume, volume, volume. Here I will say, right? I will say volume, paragraph tag, right? I'll put this volume in the paragraph. That's okay. Control X inside the paragraph. Volume equals to vol. This is a variable. This will show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to 100 when you click increase. When you click decrease, it should start decreasing the volume. Volume is in the player, but now button is in another component. I'll call that component. I will call that component, right? What was my component, right? What is the component that I created? Always a custom component you have to call like this. C dash, you have to call the component. Do you see our component that we created today? LWC underscore 28. Our component is not coming. Here it is. Right click, rename, copy. With C dash, call the component. This is how you call a component. This is how we call a component. Control S. This is how we call a component. Clear, everyone? This is how we call a component. See, the one which I created, example 1, I'm calling in example 2. Example 1 is LWC declaratively. I'm calling inside example 2 called VLC player. In this, there are two buttons, increase and decrease. Space. Remember that whenever you click that button, what will happen? System will go ahead and dispatch an event called as increase. Control C. You will say on. On is a keyword. On is a keyword. On event. This is the way we listen the event. We listen the event by using on keyword. On increase. What do you want to do? I will say, right, HANDLE, handle, VOL, vol, INCREASE, increase. Next, on. On is a keyword. What is the event? Whenever somebody clicks the button, system will immediately go ahead and release the event. It will create an event. It will create an event called decrease, and it will dispatch the event. What is the event name? Decrease. Go ahead and copy it. If I have put the rupam, then on rupam. On is the keyword. Equals to handle, equals to handle decrease. How to handle the event? Able to understand? DECREASE, handle decrease. Over, guys. My button is placed, right? Volume belongs to VLC player, whereas this two button belongs to another component. Whenever somebody clicks on it, now I go to my VLC player programming. I'm going to my VLC player programming. There are two events. Handle increase, right? There are two functions, right? Handle There's a one more. I'm going here and making one more. Event. Right. Event. Right. Plus, we have declared a variable called wall. So I put a variable here, wall. 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 By default, wall I'm setting to 0. Volume is 0. Volume is 0. On the screen, 0 will be printed. 0. Now, whenever somebody clicks on increase, I will say what? This dot wall. VOL wall. This dot wall equals to VOL wall, right? Wall plus 1. This dot wall equals to this dot wall plus 1. Volume equals to volume plus 1. Then it will become what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? When this should happen? It should not increase more than 100. If this dot wall is less than 101, then wall equals to plus 1 minus. Here also I'll do the same thing. If this dot wall is greater than right greater than right 0, then what I want? Same thing. Actually, here I should take minus 1, then only it will come to 0. But anyhow, fine. This wall minus 1 over all my programmings are over. First, I have to go ahead and declare. I have to go ahead and deploy the example 1, because this is the place where the event is there. Control Shift P. I have to say authorize an org, production org. Let me go ahead and authorize.
Rupam,
Mhm.
just one question. In HTML, you declared icon name, right?
Correct.
Yes. Means like, is that a syntax like icon name should start with the utility colon and the name?
Wait, just give me a sec, okay? Let me log in. LT104.com, password CRM1234 hash. Yeah, tell me now. You want me to go
In
to
HTML.
right HTML icon name? Tell me, what's the problem with the icon name?
Means like you have written as utility colon left or right. So
This is what
utility is like
this
how
is
did you
already
figure out like it?
we did it in the okay in the lightning class also we have used, right? This is under what? Under utility, these are the icons available. Next, after that, what is the next icon? I'm scrolling down faster. Doc type. So doctype.ai, doctype.audio, doctype.csv, doctype.this, because it's under the doc type. Next, standard.account, standard.contact, because these are standard icons. Got it now?
Yeah.
Here is the category.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes.
Authorization success. Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. First example one. Perfect. Now declare the second one. Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org.
Rupam, regarding the fourth line, I think we have to
Mhm.
mention with hyphens, right? Instead of underscores.
Where?
The fourth line.
In the fourth line.
Instead of underscores, we have to write hyphens, right?
No, in this there is no
I
fourth
mean,
line. Which one? Where?
the name of the component LWC 280 example one.
Here it's dash. Here it's dash. C dash, not hyphen. Correct? Right? That's the reason. See, whenever I'm saying lightning card, what I'm using? Dash. Whenever writing a button, am I using lightning colon that the dots or is to? No, I'm using dash. So calling, see lightning card, dash, lightning dash card, lightning dash button. While you call, it should be light C, not colon, C dash. Here it's no colon. Here there is no, in lightning, there is no is to symbol. All the is to symbol is been replaced with dash. Replaced with dash. Understood?
No, no, I'm not asking about the column. I'm asking
Then,
about the underscores you have written in the component name. So
right? Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
while
component name.
mentioning the component name in other component, I think we have to mention it as hyphen. I'm not really sure,
That
but
is, no, that is whenever the caps comes.
okay,
Whenever
okay.
you have a caps, then only you use. That's the reason I told you avoid caps. If I had have taken D as a cap, then I have to use that. That is the reason
Okay,
I'm avoiding all caps. Right?
okay, perfect. Yeah.
Avoid caps. Right? That's the whole thing. Yeah, perfect. Now let's see. Now I'll log into my Salesforce to see the output. Right? So here it is. Right, CRM 1234 hash. Right, click on developer console. Okay. Right here, Control V. I'm taking the VLC player. Control S. Click on preview. There you go. Increase. See? Can you see the volume is increasing? Decrease. Can you see the volume is decreasing? Last is 0. It will not go beyond than 0. Increase. Maximum volume that increase is 100. As I'm clicking on increase, the player volume is increasing. Last it will reach Oh, it came to 101. So we have to decrease, we have to make it a little less. See, it does not go beyond than that. Right? Where this control are? These control belongs to where? This control belongs to component 1, whereas the volume is in component 2. You see that when you click the button on component 1, an event is created, dispatch. That event is captured by the component 2, and component 2 is reacting. Who is reacting? Component 2 is reacting. Who is reacting? Component 2 is reacting, you can see. Understood? Everyone? Understood? Got the whole concept overall? What I'm doing? Yes or no? What happened? Yes or no? Completely silent, guys. Why?
Yes, sir.
Others able to understand what I'm doing? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Right? Guys, respond, okay? Please do respond. At least that way I'll understand that you're able to understand. So I created this whole volume control is in one component, this piece. VLC player is another component. I'm calling the component 1 inside component 2. Whenever you click the button of component 1, component 2 is reacting. Whenever you click on increase or decrease, immediately system is going to, it's creating an event, it's dispatching event. It's creating an event, it's dispatching event. It is creating an event called increase and it's immediately dispatch event called INC. It's dispatching this event. Here, create event in single word. Whenever you want to listen an event, we use it. Whenever you want to listen an event, we use on keyword. On. We use on keyword. On increase, on decrease. On event name. On event name. Whatever the name that you have given. If I have given, when you click a button, Rupam has to be dispatched, an event called Rupam, then you have to say on Rupam. You have to use on Rupam, or you have to use on, right, Prashant. On is the keyword. Remember this. And then you write the function, which is common. What are the logic is there? You can write the logic. Right? Perfect. Now let us go ahead and send data. Let us go ahead and send data. Here I'm only passing the behavior. Only passing the behavior. Only create event. Now I will say create event with data. Dispatch event with data. Same example I'm taking. I'm not creating any other example. On the same example, now I will improve the example so that you can see that we will pass with data. Same example, right? Same example. Whenever you want to pass the data, right, while creating an event, comma, in a curly bracket, detail, it's a keyword. Detail is a keyword. Whatever you want to pass, 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 detail colon, whatever you want to pass. I will say, right, VOL, vol controls, UNTR. This is the data I'm passing. You can pass Rupam here, right? How to do that? comma, comma, in a curly bracket, comma, in a curly bracket. Clear what I'm saying? Comma, in a curly bracket. Detail. Detail is the keyword. Detail will take the data. Detail will take the data. Colon. It should be in a JSON format like this. I will say Rupam. Just to show you. That's it. Over. Create event. Dispatch event with data. Here with data. Now how to receive the data? Whenever the event is received, we have to receive the data. What I will do is that here there's a volume is there, no? Here also I'll put a variable. Here also I'll declare a variable. I will remove the hard-coded volume keyword. I will say control con. Con equals to. Where is the con? Con equals to, here I'll declare con. Con equals to, I will say await, awaiting CONT or control, or please click button to activate. As soon as the player loads on the screen, it will display like this. Please click button to activate. As soon as you click on the increase button, let's say that. With an increase, I'm passing a value called as volume control. With decrease, I'm passing a value called as Rupam. How to read the data? How to read the data? How to read the data? Right? How to read the data? This dot con is equals to, right, is equals to event dot detail over this dot con equals to event dot detail. Whatever is there in the detail, it will be read and it will pass to the con, and con will display. Same thing I'm doing here. This is to read the data. This is to read the data. This is to read the data. Control S over. Now I have to deploy both. Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. Perfect. Next, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. Perfect. Now go ahead and refresh the page. The page will load with, in the place of volume, it will load with, please click the button to activate. If you click increase in this place, whenever you click increase, a event will be dispatched. Along with the event, you're also passing a value. The value will say what? Right? The value will say what? The value will say volume control. If you press decrease, an event will be dispatched called decrease. Along with that, one data also will be passed called Rupam. So I say increase, decrease, see Rupam is coming up. Increase, see volume control. Decrease, Rupam. See? From where this volume control Rupam is coming? This Rupam is coming from where? Whenever you click the decrease button, a value has been passed. 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 Clear now, everyone? Yes or no? Yes or no? Able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. To make it foolproof, right? Shall we do one more example quickly? To make you understand this, shall I do one more example quickly? One more example quickly? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Let's do this. I'm closing everything. It is for you, Girish, because you joined late,
Yes, sir. Actually, I forgot it.
right? That's the reason. I know that you came in between, so just for you, right? Remember that. You see that towards the ending, right? The strength is very less because it's a tough part. LWC is toughest, right? It's very difficult to understand, very difficult to remember. Most of the students jumps away. Only hardly a handful will be left. See, you guys are only handful, but still my class continues, right? It's not that, right? Those people, it's not difficult. It is just that the way you have to focus, right? Now, let's do one thing. Once again, I'm creating one more Lightning web component. What is that? LWC underscore 2802 underscore EG3 underscore LWC event underscore, right? Enter EMP details, right? I'm creating an LWC component to capture employee details, right? So I'll do it, make it fast. LIGHTNING, lightning card, right? Name, title equals to capture EMPLOY, employee DETAILS. Lightning card, capture employee details. What I'll say? I'll say lightning input. Lightning input, right? Label, enter EMP name, right? On change, what? NAME name, on change EMP NAME name. I'll copy this. Control V, Control V. Employee phone, employee, right? Employee city, EMP PH, EMP CITY. Next, I'll have a button, lightning button, right? Label equals to submit. On click, on click, on click. I will say that on click EMP, employee EVENT, employee event, right? Employee event, right? Variant equals to brand success. A green button will come. Now remember that whenever this button is pressed, an event has to be created, an event has to be dispatched. While dispatching event, we will dispatch these values, whatever you entered on the screen. Another component will receive it and it will display it. This component is to create and dispatch. The other component is to receive and display. This is what I'm doing. Now, these are the things that we have to do. Control C, right? Here we go. I'm writing the program. Event. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Second one, phone. Next, employee city, employee city. Next, EMP event, EMP event. Then after declare variables, you created, right? Name, phone, city. Name, phone, city, employee name. This dot name is equals to event dot detail detail dot. Oh, no, sorry. Here we say event dot target dot target dot value, event dot target dot value. Copy this. Control V, Control V. This dot phone. This dot city. Now, perfect. Whenever you fill those data, the data will be captured in this phone. Now I have to create an event. How to create an event? How to go? I'm doing in a single step. This dot dispatch event. This dot dispatch event. This dot dispatch event. You have to create event. New custom event. New custom event. New custom event. Right? New custom event. In this event, I'll give the name. Name of the event is EMP EVENT. No, I'll not keep the same name as the button name. I'll say EMPLOY, employee DET, employee details. That's the event name. Right? Comma. You have to pass the value. DETAIL, detail, colon. Now, here it's not a single value, multiple value. Again, curly bracket. Again, curly bracket. Whenever there's a multiple value, curly bracket. What I'll say, I will say, right, I will give a name called FNM colon. I will say this dot name. This dot name, comma, second value, PH. This dot phone. Okay. ENM EPH. So that you will not get confused. Next, ECIT. Is it colon this dot city. Over. Keep watching, guys. I have created an event. This dot dispatch event, new event name is this. Along with that, I'm passing the value. Multiple values are passed. See, in this, there are multiple values. Ename, ephone, eset. Multiple values is passed. What is ename? Nothing but name. What is ephone? Nothing but phone. Whatever you captured here, it will be passed. Whatever you captured there will be passed. Control S. Control S. Control S. Now, next, what I will do, I'll create one more component. That is for displaying. Create a lightning web component. LWC underscore EGO 2802 underscore EG4 underscore right? event underscore displ display employee. That was create employee. Here display employee. Now I come here. Here I'll be displaying the employee. Here I'll be displaying the employee, right? So lightning cart, ligh, lightning cart, title, display employee details, right? Display employee details, right? Now here the employee. Perfect. Variable. I'll declare some variable. What is that? Right? So EMP NAME employee name. EMPCITY. EMPCITY. EMPPHONE. Right? Perfect. After each one of them, paragraph tag. Perfect. Over. Now I have to call that component here. C hyphen. What is the component that we created just now? Right click, rename. Control C. I'm calling the component. In this, there is a button. In this, there is a button. What was the button name? I will say on. On is a keyword. In this, the event name is what? This is the event name. On employee debt equals to. I will say, right? I will say, right? HANDLE, handle EVENT. There's a function I'm writing. Control S. This function, I go ahead and write in the JavaScript. Event. Whatever you declared here, variables that I have to declare here. Perfect. I declared it. Now I have to read the data. I have to read the data. This dot what? Employee name is equals to event dot detail dot. In the event, how did you pass it? You said enum. There we go. Next, this dot phone is equals to detail dot. How did you pass there? There you get EPH. Whatever is there in the EPH, pass it to enum. ePhone. Next, this dot city is equals to there ECIT. Perfect, guys. Control S. Over. First, go ahead and deploy this. Control Shift P. Deploy to the source org. Done.
Check the target spelling, Rupam.
Target spelling is wrong. Where?
The child component.
Oh, really? Oh, DAR. Control S. Perfect. Perfect. Copy. Example 4, Control S. Let's see any error. There you go. Enter the name. Submit. See, this is the child component. You're entering the data. As soon as you hit the submit, parent component receives the event. Along with the event, it receives the data. Not single, it receives multiple. Not single, it receives multiple. Not single, it receives multiple. Understood? Yes. Understood?
Yes, Rupam.
This is how we do handle event declaratively. Next class, we will see how to handle event programmatically. How to handle event programmatically. We don't have a time. We cannot do it in 15 minutes. There's a concept that I need to explain. Right? So what are the things we'll do next week? Let's discuss. On 6th, we would be doing event programmatically. Then we will do PubShop. Right? Sunday, we will do LMS and Jest 7th. 13th Feb, 13th March, right? We will be discussing dynamic component interview questions, and your batch ends here on 13th. Right? So by 13th, we will complete. Actually, it should be completing next week only, but anyhow, I'll complete, right? There's no hurry. So we'll complete on 13th. Right? Anybody has any questions?
Rupam, can you go to the HTML of parent component?
Yep.
So
we go.
the paragraph tags, so are they acting like break here?
Yeah, they're acting as a break. I'm pushing them to the next line.
Okay. So usually we don't use break statements here.
You can use it. Why
Okay.
not? You can use it, guys. No issues at all.
So the paragraph can act as break as well.
Yep.
Okay.
You can make BR tag, break tag. Right?
Okay, gotcha.
Good. That's it for today. Let's meet next week. Right? So till then, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekends then. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.